Hello every one of my students. I hope everyone to be in good health and safe nowadays. And let me start with you part number 2 in lower and upper bound. If you did not see the first video, please see the first video first, or part 1, and then go to this part. I select some questions from past papers, especially paper 2, that includes some ideas about application of using the lower and upper bound of amount. This is the code of the paper I select. I leave it for you if you want to come back to the original paper on the internet. Okay, let's go directly to our goal. The length of a road is 380 meters, correct to the nearest 10 millimeters. Meters and meters, the same unit. So the 380 meters lies between bigger than or equal, smaller than or equal. This number correct to the nearest 10. This means you split 10 into 5 and 5. Just add 5 to get upper bound and subtract 5 to get a lower bound. So the upper bound 385, the lower bound 375. Okay. Maria runs along this road for an average speed of 3.9 meter per second. This speed is correct to one decimal place. 3.9 meter per second. This is a speed lies between this number already one decimal place. You want to and also correct it to one decimal place. Just add 0 here, make it 390, and add 5 to 90 and subtract 5. The upper bound 3.85, lower bound 3.95 and lower bound 3.85. Okay, so this is a distance and this is a speed. Okay, calculate the greatest possible time taken by Maria. You know the speed equal distance over time, yes? Speed equal distance divided by time. If you make a time as a subject to solve it, the time now equals time over 1, for example. T over 1 equal D over S. So I want now the time. What is the time? Greatest possible time means T upper. What is the upper bound of T? T now is division of 2 equal parts. So I take D upper over S lower. This is the rule to solve or to find the maximum value of dividing two amounts. D upper is this one, distance 385, and the S lower this one, 3.85. The answer is 100 second, of course. Okay, this is the answer. So the upper bound of division of two amount, upper over lower. If you want to calculate the lower amount or the lower bound, lower over upper. Okay, go to number 12. I leave the same, even the number of the question in the paper coming in the exam. A metal pole is 500 meters long, correct to the nearest centimeter. Look, centimeter and centimeter, it's a good news, the same unit. So 500 lies between or bigger than, smaller than. The same unit, the unit means 1. Divided 1 by 2 equal half. So add half and subtract half. 500 plus half will be 500 and half. 500 minus half will be 499.5. Okay, the pole is cut into rod. Each is 8.5 centimeter, correct to the nearest millimeter. Oh, now I have centimeters and millimeters. Now you have to multiply this by millimeter. This 5.8 centi, you know, it's a 58 millimeter. Okay, now millimeter correct to the nearest millimeter. So the 58, its lower bound and upper bound is 58 millimeter. Don't forget, 58 millimeter will be here centimeter. Be careful. The lower bound is just add half, as I said, 58.5, and take away half, 57.5. Now calculate the largest number of rods that the pole can be cut into. I cannot divide centimeter by millimeter. I have to equate the unit to be able to divide. So you will multiply, you know, each centimeter is 10 millimeters, yes, for any regular ruler here. This 1 centimeter from 0 to 1, this is really 1 centimeter divided into 10 millimeters. This dash is distance is 1 millimeter. So the 1 centi is 10 millimeters. I think each one of you knows. So multiply this by millimeters. This number now 5,000. 5,000. Here will be 5,005, and here 4,995. Now the answer is millimeters. The same. This now millimeters. The same like this one. The largest possible number of rods, divide here the largest number here by the minimum number here. So the number of rods, or largest possible number, is 505 millimeters over 57.5 millimeters. Okay, use a calculator now. 5,005 divided by 57.5 equals answer 87.04, about 87. Okay, this is the largest number. Even this point is 0.9 or 0.8, you will take only the whole number. Okay, because I ask you about the number of pieces. Number 7 in paper 2017, paper 2, version 2, paper 2. The length of a rectangle is 9.3 centimeter corrected to 1 decimal place. So 9.3, bigger than, less than. Always write the lower and upper bound. Here lower bound, here upper bound. Centimeter corrected to 1 decimal place. 1 decimal place here 0.3. Just to make it 30 will be, and add 5 will be 35, upper bound. And subtract 5 from 30, just add 0 here to be easy for you. 25. This is the lower bound, and this is the upper bound. Don't forget to write centimeter here. Okay, with the 7.7 corrected to 1 decimal place. Also 7.7, upper bound 7 point, the same unit, look, 7 centimeter. 7.75 the upper, 7.65 the lower. Write down the lower and upper bound of the area. You know, area of rectangle is length times width. Yes, length times width. The A lower, or lower area equals multiply lower by lower dimension, and the upper area equals upper by upper. This and this. It's easy, yes. 9.25 times 7.65. You can use it by calculator. You can get the answer and write your answer. 9.35 times 7.75. And don't forget to write the unit centimeter. The area will be centimeter square, centimeter square. Okay? Very easy. I have more questions. Please stop the video now and try to solve this question. Okay? Each one of you. And check your answer with me. The population P of a small island was 6,380 correct to the nearest 10. Calculate the statement about the limits of B. Limits of B means the lower bound, and the upper bound. This number correct to the nearest 10, take this 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So add 5, subtract 5. Very easy to get the lower and upper bound. The accuracy here mentioned in the question, divided by 2, you get the half the amount. This half amount, just add it and subtract it to the number, you get lower and upper bound. Very easy. If this number even mentioned, it's correct to the nearest 1,000. Split 1,000 into 2 parts, 500 and 500, and add 500 to this number to get the upper bound, and subtract it once from the same number to get the lower bound. So here, to the nearest 10, the half is 5. Take 5 from this number. Very easy. 6375. Add 5, 6385. Very easy. Direct question. Very easy. This one. A fence is made from 32 identical pieces of wood, each of 2 meters correct to the nearest centimeter. Look, 2 meters to the nearest centimeter. Different units. You have to make this. 2 meters, how many centimeter? Who will say? Yeah, 200. So now I have 200 centimeter to the nearest centimeter, the same unit. So the 200 now, it's upper bound and lower bound. Just add and subtract half. Because the same unit, centimeter, centimeter, add and subtract half. Meter and meter, so add and subtract half. The same unit here of accuracy and the number measured, So add and subtract half. So add half, 200.5, subtract half, 199.5. Okay? Calculate the lower bound of the total number. The total number now, total number of pieces, number of wood pieces equals of course the total number. I want the lower bound. Look, what is the lower bound? So take the lower number, 199.5 times times how many pieces? 32. That's it. And here, look, write down full and calculator answer. Okay, I want to tell you something important now. 199.5 times 32. The answer is 6,384. This number measured in what? This unit, don't forget, in centimeters. If the question wants you to write meter, just divide by 100. You know, each 100 centimeter represents 1 meter. Divide by 100, 63.84. If you found this unit mentioned in the question, meter, please make it meter or convert the centi to meter. Okay, try to solve this question and check your answer with me. Okay? The length of each side of equilateral triangle 74, correct to the nearest millimeter. Okay? Look, millimeter, millimeter. Be careful of the units. The units is the key here to the correct answer. Be careful of the units. Calculate the smallest possible perimeter of the triangle. You know the equilateral triangle, the side times 3, all sides are equal. So the perimeter, only one side times 3. The perimeter I want, calculate the smallest, the perimeter lower, equal S lower times 3. S lower here. What is the lower bound of 74 millimeter to the nearest millimeter? It's 73.5. This number, just subtract 0.5 from it. Okay, times 3, and don't forget this is millimeters. Okay, if centimeter will be 7.35 times 3 centimeter. And according to this is the answer. If millimeter, the answer need millimeter. The question need the answer to be centimeter. This is the answer. Just multiply by calculator and write your answer. Okay. Last question for this lesson today. A rectangular photograph measured 23.3 centimeter by 19.7 centimeter, each correct to 1 decimal place. Calculate the lower and upper bound for lower and lower. Calculate the lower bound only. Sorry, the lower bound for perimeter and the area. Very easy. So now I think you are. Each one of you can solve it now. Very easy now. Very easy. This number centimeter to the nearest to 1 decimal place. 1 decimal place. I need the lower bound. This side lower bound. Simply just add 0. Read now 30. Subtract 5. 23.25. Add 0. 19 point. Take 5 from 70. It's 65. Thank you. Very easy. So the lower area lower equals the product of the lower. I want the lower, of course, of both. Sorry, this is the perimeter first. Perimeter lower or lower value of perimeter. You know the perimeter length plus width times 2. Don't forget the rule of you studied before. So 23.25 plus 19.65 multiplied by 2. And the answer here, look, this centimeter. Is this number in centimeter or not? Yes, it's already centimeter. Calculate this by calculator and write your answer here. Okay, here. The area lower is length lower, or length times the width lower and lower, of course. The product of two amounts you get, you want to get the minimum product, just to take lower both. The maximum product of two numbers, just to take upper and upper as you studied. So just multiply 23.25 times 19.65, and the answer, of course, centimeter square as mentioned here. This is our lesson today. I hope everyone got the idea. If you need any help, just write in comments. I'll help you, inshallah. And see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye. Don't forget to practice. Go to the book and solve at least 5 to 10 questions to practice and master this skill. Thank you so much. I hope everyone to get the idea today. Goodbye.